It's me again. I've done this one for a few videos. Hello. Hello. And welcome. Getting tired now. Made about 4 of these on the trot. 2. MATTO'S Box Mania episode X. What we got? Chang Cheng. A game bought for me by a friend. And I'm pleased. What a nice friend. He bought it for me when he came over to visit me. I would never have known about this game unless he's bought it to me. It's great. I like Chang Cheng. It's alright. In some interesting things about this box. Now, I have saved so much space with this box. The original box of this was massive. I'd say it was probably this long, this wide, and this thick. It was a huge box for something that's not much in there. So I'm really pleased that I made this box. But even though it was, and again, this is a thing, when you build a box and you reduce the size of the box, not just a lot vertically in its depth, but in its top footprint, you can sometimes get into difficulties because you can't get the picture to fit on the box in any meaningful, coherent way. So you can see on this one what I've had to do. I've had to kind of do a bit of a bastardising job on it, and it looks a little bit incongruent maybe. There's something about it doesn't look quite right, but it's okay. You know, I've got what I can out of the picture without having, you know, it wouldn't fit on this way. So I've got the picture, and for some reason I couldn't get it up to a good size because I would have been chopping off halfway through lettering or something like that. Yeah, look, you know. I know, is that the, no? I don't know. Not sure where it is. And then I've taken this off. I can't remember where I've taken this off, and you know, put that there. I would have tried putting that at the bottom underneath the picture, and at the top I would have tried moving these together, seeing what the best look was, and I came up with that. And that would look fine if it had a bit more of a border. It's okay, you know, but if you know what I mean, you know, the Chang Cheng is a little bit weak. Really, I'd want it as big as this, you know, but I think maybe if I'd used this, then there would be too much space of black, you know, because that's wider, and then I wouldn't have had enough. I don't know, whatever the reasons were. I'm sure I thought about it. Looks alright. That end looks great. Again, if we go to back to my thing that I always do, my standard sizes. That actually, I've got that down into the same size. Now that was unintentional. Brilliant. So I've got it down into a standard Euro size. Brilliant. Pat on the back for that. Let's have a look at these. Got the dauber. Do I need the dauber? No. Could have done without the dauber. Would have looked much nicer without the dauber. You see, part of the reason that this looks so off-centre and to one side is because of this dauber. Because I've tried to, because I knew the dauber was going to interfere with it, even though I could have put the dauber here. But I think this is probably what happened. I thought I knew the dauber was going to interfere, so I pushed it up in my cut as much as I could. Stupid daubers. Don't do them anymore. Maybe I will occasionally on the odd one, but stupid, you know, here again, I know that the dauber's interfering. So if that dauber hadn't been there, this side would have looked much nicer. Doesn't look too bad as it is. Live and learn, mate. You live and learn. That looks nice. No problem there. That's the same. That looks nice. So again, if you're storing the boxes this way, and that's the bit that's on show, and it actually looks really good. Chang Cheng. That's alright. I don't mind that. I love saying, otherwise known as Changers. Oi, Jagger, you fancy a game of Changers? Yeah, I'll have a game of Changers. Let's go. Chang Cheng. Brilliant. Now, can I open it without the daubers? It's actually, I think I need the daubers. So it's difficult because it's too tight. So the boxes I make these days, I try to make them so the lids aren't quite so tight. But I need the dobbers to get that lid off. That's a bit of an awkward bugger. But it's also because this isn't a game we play that often. And we haven't played it enough to really wear down some of the bits. Even though, yeah, no, it's just too tight. What we got? Rules that from the internet. I always do rules when we look them up. Rule book. Right, now look at this awkward bloody board. Look at the shape of these boards. You know, they've done it for a reason because of how the game plays, but they're very awkward to store. I've got something weird going on here. I don't know what it is. They're not sitting down quite right. Is that just because they're warped or? It's these things in it. Then they're going like that, aren't they? That's what it is. God, you've got to remember how all these things go in. Right. That's it. That's better. So, these boards were awkward to get in. So, let's take them out and have a look at what I've got here. So, pretty simple storage solution here. There's the red pieces. Give them, everything's there. You've got your score marker. You've got your walls, everything for building the Great Wall of China. And you've got your tongue depressors, the famous Chang Cheng tongue depressors. But that's everything you need for your player pieces, so that's quite easy. You know, again, in the normal game, well, I suppose you could chuck all them in a baggie, but nothing wrong with baggies, but it's nice to go, there you go, there's your pieces, and you've got them there all nice and in there. And 4 players all in there, it fits quite nicely. I've got a little thing in here that, because of these boards are small, again, this is a case where it's the rule book that has dictated the size of the box, and because it's European, it's A4. I love A4. Don't give me any of your letter paper size. Give me A4. Right, and now because of all these bits, what I've done with these awkward boards is these awkward boards are going to go above it, and they'll hold all those pieces down. And even, well, you know, these can flap around a bit in there, but I maybe could have made all that a bit tighter so they didn't flap around so much, but that's what I've done with those boards. It's awkward, you know, so I've got stops here, I've got stops for them all over the place. A bit awkward. Then I've got more tongue depressors here. They just go in there. Pretty boring, isn't it? Standard insert stuff. But again, black means it stays, not black means it comes out. So you know these come out, and you know these bits don't come out. These, you know, they're just tokens in there. And then in here, because I didn't have room, I mean, God bless the company, they give you spare tongue depressors. I really like it when game companies do that. It makes me like the company and more likely to buy more of their games. Spare wall pieces. One spare wall piece for each colour. I love it when they do that. It's just, why not, you know? I mean, how much money are you going to lose by putting in a few spare pieces? Nothing. Pennies on a thing. And what's better in this wonderful hobby of ours, that when you get publishers who care about the people that buy your games, and where their primary thing is not to, well, their primary thing is to make profits, obviously, but not at the expense of the people that buy your games. You know, so they're taking a little hit on their profit, pennies. If you're selling millions of copies, pennies add up to millions. I understand that. But make people happy. publishers make people happy, and so many of you wonderful publishers do. Anyway, what am I waffling on about, talking a load of rubbish? This is the last box that I have made. It might not be the last, I might not post it up as the last video, because I don't know what order I'm going to post all the videos up in. But I've got no more box videos to make. Amazing. These are all really old games. I've got so many games that I want to box up. But again, a lot of them I think, well, I might still want expansions from. So I don't want to, you know, like my Tang Garden, which I really like Tang Garden, it's sitting over there. I really want to make a box from it because the insert in it's awful. And, you know, it's a bit of a pain to do it all. And I really want to make a box for that. But I know there's an expansion coming out for it this year or next year. So I'm not going to until I've got that. Anyway, that's got nothing to do with Chang Cheng. Changers. Farewell and adieu, mes amis. That is all my boxes. So any new videos I'm going to put up now is going to be new stuff. New technical videos about how to make things. I'm going to do experiments on my warpiness. And they're going to be new boxes that I've made, which and I might make them in this, you know, a series of videos. Not as long as my how to build a board game box video, but you know, I could make shorter videos just for people who are interested in watching. And maybe I'll make some other kind of videos. I don't know. Whatever. Thank you. If anyone's been watching these, thank you for watching them, because I enjoy making them. And if you're not watching, it doesn't matter, because I actually enjoy making them. And I'm not looking for an audience. I'm not looking for adulation. I mean, Jesus, man, they're not worthy of adulation at all, are they? But I'm not looking for all that stuff. I'm just making some videos that maybe someone might be interested in or not. If they're interested in them, great. They get something out of them, great. That's the only reason I'm doing it for. So if you're one of those people that have watched these videos and enjoyed them, then thank you. And I'll see you soon. But God knows when I'm going to be making new videos. It might not be for 6 months or a year. I don't know. We'll see. Goodbye.